Evening, everyone. Again, Nick Boddington here. I'm going to do a little experiment with you guys. I promised on one of my last lives that I was going to share my screen and go through how to qualify a prospect. So we're going to try it now. Now, the reason I'm using you guys as a target, a bit of a, I don't know what the word is, I can't remember, my mind's just gone, but it's because I don't know how to make this, to test this without using you as an audience, a guinea pig, that's it. So what I'm going to do is we discussed last week qualifying your client, because loads of people don't qualify who they're talking to. They just basically start having a conversation with someone, go into their whole sales spiel, which is usually wrong, talking about themselves, and then they realize the person they're speaking to isn't the person they need to speak to. So we're going to look at that now, and obviously all that's covered in the ultimateclose.com. If you want to skip this or you want to watch this video, click the link below, click the link above. I'm going to say the ultimate close during this, but if you want a deeper dive into my sales structure and how it worked for me and changed my business completely, and now I use every single thing in the different businesses I do, just understanding a sales structure makes you win, go to ultimateclose.com. So, right, I'm now going to add my screen to the broadcast like that. Yeah, there we go. I go to a little corner, and then I'm going to basically change my screen to my to my presentation, and then I'll see you at the end, because I can't see myself once I've done it. There we go. So hopefully you guys can all see me now. We don't need to see that because that's a show of hands. Right, basically, so this is one of my presentations, and the reason I've done this is because, you know, off the top of my head, I know it, but I don't want to confuse you guys. So I thought we could just go through it and you can see what's going on as I'm reading it. So basically, as I said just then, most people make a cold call, they get through the gatekeeper, which is a task in themselves, and then they get through to who they believe is the person in charge of the purchasing or the buying or the sales manager or whatever your product is. They are then thinking that they're speaking to the right person, but most of the time they're not. And it's very, very simple what you need to do. So basically, as it says here, there's no point in speaking to someone who has no need for your product or service. You need to be respectful of their time. Remember, if someone's busy, you guys are busy, I'm busy. If I get a call and I'm in the middle of something like this, I want to, I'm like, well, who is it? I don't want to know. You need to really respect their time and know what you're going to say as you go in. Okay, be assertive and take control. Too many people that I get called by, and I'm sure you do, who are just flaky and, it sounds like it's their first week at work. And I knew that was going to happen. My wife just called, and I thought to myself, I haven't put on my do not disturb. So yeah, it's very flaky, and they sound like they've just been on there for a new job in that week. Now, that's not going to get my attention at all, because automatically I'm going to think, look, I'm a busy guy. What do you need? If it's good, let's talk. But you sound like you're just going to waste my time. Okay, so you need to really go through in the way that you're not going to waste the time. And put that on silent. Okay. So, 3 questions. Are you speaking to the decision maker? Is there an opportunity here? Well, that's what we're going to go over next. And do they need your product or service? There's my wife in the top corner asking, am I still at work? Yes, I am, sweetheart. Right, the script. Hi, Dave. Is it yourself that is in charge of the sales and marketing for Fusion? Yes, it is. Great. And just to be sure that I can help your company and not waste your time. So basically what we're doing here now, we've gone straight in. We've asked to speak to Dave. We've got Dave, but we're going to check that Dave, in the circumstance of when my guys are doing the cold call, we need the sales or marketing person for a company. So we know the company we're speaking to, and we want to be sure that we can help him and his company and not waste his time. Okay, literally write that down now. Hi, Dave, is it yourself in charge of X for X? Great. Just to be sure I can help your company and not waste your time. Now, this goes on to the 3 questions that I would ask and my guys ask when making this cold call. Now, you can see how I've structured these, and all you need to do is change the structure of these particular questions to what your business is about, okay? So with my company, we sell databases, and those databases are used for email marketing and cold calling. So if a company's got 10 salespeople and they buy data to cold call, it's like my dream client. Yeah. If they've only got 2 people there and they don't call cold, or 1 or 2 people there and they cold call a couple of hours a day when they can, but they've got other things that they need to sort out and stuff like that, then there's not a lot going on, and it's not really that prevalent to what my business is, and my guys would be wasting their time speaking to them. So we would ask, how many salespeople do you currently have? Dave has answered, we have 3 in our team. So from my point of view, it qualifies. At that point, 3 people is enough for a qualification. Number 2, and how do they generate new business? These guys on my presentation said that they cold call and they generate leads from Google Ads. So what that means is they've got their Google Ads going out, and my wife is seriously after. They've got their Google Ads going out there, and that's generating leads. Those leads come in, and it might just be that they need to then call that company and speak to them, or they cold call. Now, cold calling or email marketing, from my point of view, is music to our ears. You'll have your own things. You know your business well enough to know what is going to make you tick when a prospect says, this is what we do, because you know that then you can get your service in there if they're not already using it. Or a lot of the time, I would rather replace a current supplier to my client than teach them a new trick. You see what I mean? So if they've never bought data for cold calling before, I'm going to have more of a mission trying to sell my product in than if they had. See what I mean? Number 3. Okay, so when you say they cold call, do you purchase prospect lists or enable your sales team to have someone to call? So basically, what number 3 is, you're stemming from. Number 1 is you've qualified them. I've qualified that they have 3 people. Number 2 is I know they buy data for cold calling. Number 3 is, do they purchase data, prospect lists, to enable them to cold call? They'll then turn around and say, well, we actually have 10,000 of our own telephone numbers and contact names we've built up over the last couple of years, and we just keep on churning those. Okay, there is an argument for that as well, because I'll go into, well, if you keep churning them and they're not buying anything, it looks like we could look at what's working for them and look at supplying some data based on that. So number 3 enables you to write down what you think that question would be in your circumstance, and how you would carry on the conversation from that. Okay. So we've qualified the prospect, we know what they're doing, and now we can either decide we're going to carry on the call or we're going to drop it. Yeah? From there, we're going to go into a few other things. So yeah, so here it says, Dave has now become relaxed and we are having a good conversation about his lead gen. We're now having a conversation because I've asked 3 really good questions. Because I've qualified him, he's now respectful of me. I've asked some pretty good questions that I've never been asked, and the whole time I've been getting cold calls of people, I never get asked any of these. So Dave's already relaxed in the situation. He realizes I'm not wasting his time. We're now having a really good professional conversation about how I might help his. And then you can go on to other questions, such as what I would say is, who did you buy the product from? Though that's not a great one, because people don't really, we ask it, but people never, 1 out of 10, they never say who they're using. How much did you purchase the product? How successful the product? 1 out of 10. Did you generate new business? So we're starting to ask loads more questions now to really ascertain what their business is about and what they're doing for their position. Yeah, these questions are going to probably create a 20 to 25 minute conversation. Now, how many cold calls are you usually making where you're getting a 20 to 25 minute conversation? I bet not a lot, because I know when people are cold calling me, they have to be good for me to be on the phone for that amount of time. And I have had good. We are using services in my company now where I've been cold called. I haven't gone out there to find those. It's services that I didn't really know existed, and I'm now using them in my business because of a really, really good cold call. Okay, so this is obviously in the presentation. If you go to ultimateclose.com, you can see more of this, and I'll talk through it a little bit further and all the other aspects of the sales structure. So go to ultimateclose.com. Otherwise, I will see you for another live tomorrow, and I look forward to it. Take care. Now, I've got to try and close this while you guys are all on it. So let's just have a look. There we go. So hopefully that worked.